Namaskaram. Save soil. Why Sadhgurus say save soil? Why save soil? We all know. Because food is derived from the soil. Soil is the mother of all living beings. We all come from the soil. Right from the amoeba, the insects, the mammals, the vertebrates, and all human beings who are existing now. We all have the base soil as our base. So the important thing is that food is produced only from the soil. That's where the problem lies now. There may be other media to grow food, fruits, vegetables, everything, but nothing like soil. We have seen the differences. The world has seen the differences and they've seen its implications as well. Soil has got so much of microorganisms, microbes, umpteen number of microbes. They are going extinct. They are being depleted, degraded. That's the reason the healthy soil has gone as a depleted soil. That results in the less productivity and less healthier food. As Sadhguru says, another 20 to 25 years, the same thing goes on. You cannot grow anything from the soil. So what will you have to eat? How are we going to do that? That's why Sadhguru says about save our soils. We as a natural farmers, we always take forest as an example. You know, the soil from the forest is enriched with all nutrients. You know, the timber from the forest is the most valuable. You know, the fruits from the forest, it has got the highest value in the market. You know, the honey from the forest, wild honey, they have got a very good remunerative prices. Why? Because they are naturally grown without any human interference. What happened long before? What did our forefathers do? My grandparent and my grandparents' grandparents, they thrived on fertile soils. They had large number of cattle. All those excretas were transported to the farm and were broadcasted, and they increased the microbial activity in the soil. During summer, they used to take the cattle for grazing. So all the excretas, including the urine and the dungs, they were broadcast in the field and they got ingested by the soil and got decomposed, and the microbial activity thereby increased. So the soil was fertile. It was easy for them to plant a seed or replace a sapling or plant a tree. Everything just bloomed as they wished without much of human interference or without much of inputs going into the soil. So what our forefathers gave to the soil, what it really asked for, the microbes. The microbial activity in the soil increased the fertility. The microbes are responsible for the fertility of the soil. So anything they just placed in the soil grew, and with much of human effort, it all produced grains, fruits, cereals and everything. So they were quite happy. They did lead a healthy life. They did thrive good, better than what we eat now. So what happened to these soils? Maybe because of the governments who want to export on foreign exchange, or the companies to sell their fertilizers and pesticides, or the farmers, were the farmers greedy? You never know. I'm not going to that now. End of the day, the soil got depleted. Why? Just to increase productivity, farmers had to use fertilizers in the first case, then started using insecticides, pesticides, and to a large extent, the major cause for the depletion is the pesticide. That's the reason the whole soil lost its microbes count, and the fertility decreased, and the productivity naturally decreased, and the farmers were in real suffering because they could not make much of revenue. And farmers' deaths, suicides and all that all this lead to I don't blame the Green Revolution, because when the Green Revolution started, the soil was healthy. To take the fertilizer, in order the fertilizers to be consumed with the plants, you need microbes. So the fertilizers did really work well in the early stages. At a point of time when the cattle population slowly decreased, naturally the fertility also decreased. So the farmer had to put more of fertilizers and more of other inputs, but that didn't work. How? Because there was less of microbes in the soil. The total depletion was in the waning period. So the farmers didn't get any productivity, cost of production increased, at the same time their loss also increased. They have to see the sufferings, and that's a reason for so much of suicides, like a generation never before. Okay, what happened to our health? In a natural soil, there is everything that our body needs. Micronutrients, all other petty things were in the soil naturally. They were taken by the plants and they were consumed by us. We did have all the healthy things. But when artificial or the fertilizers were given, they didn't have much of the micronutrients that it was necessary. So our food didn't have that nutrients that should have existed in the fruits or the grains or the cereals or the pulses. As a natural farmer, I consume organic food. I supply to my clients, from my customers, the food. The amount we take is far less than what we take others. Definitely, the nutrient content is more. We are feeling healthy. It's definitely more when compared to the nutrient content in the chemically grown crops. So as for the health is concerned, so all these depletion definitely reflect in our body, and there were depletion of nutrients in our body as well. That led to our what you so-called the failure in our health system. That's why we see so many hospitals propping up. Why? It's because of the soil. That's why Sadhguru says every problem that is we are facing now, as far as health, as far as human, as far as animals, all living beings are concerned, it's from the soil. So we have to correct the soil. How are we going to do that? Nothing new. We have seen magic. We have seen earthworms. Thousands of earthworms. You come to my farm and see, come to my Mathur Pannai, you see there are thousands of earthworms. Where do they come from? Did I buy and place them in the field? No. They were in the dormant stage beneath the surface. Nearly about 15 to 20 feet beneath the surface, they were in the dormancy. When we start using our cow dung and the urine, and after so many biotechnological transformations taken place in like our Jivamridam or Panchakavyam or all other our Ganajivamridam, all these things induced the earthworms to come up. You come to my farm, I'll definitely show thousands of earthworms. Past the 7 years, we don't use any fertilizer at all. The soil is really healthy. Even it is easy for tilling, it is very easy for the man to work on the field, and it is less expensive. Initially it is more, but now it's very less expensive. And of course we do not get much of yield as chemical farmers do. That doesn't matter, because we add value to our products and we sell it to the customers. Coming to the soil, definitely what our forefathers have seen all these years. I remember my grandfather saying we never used to apply fertilizers, but he used to say we did have more yield than what you do. I didn't believe them. Now I say yes. What he said was 100%, 100% true. I am realizing it. I had gone back to nearly 300 years back. Just plow my field, place my saplings and do here and there of weedings, which apply our Jivamridam, Gana Jivamridam or Panchakavyam, all those fermented form of cow dung and urine. They are working well. So we have seen the magic. Even I didn't believe before coming to this natural farming, but now I've seen this. That's what I say, we have seen the magic. Subash Palekar says, our guru for natural farming, he says, yes, the magic will happen. Yes, we have seen the magic. You want to see the magic? We are there to help you. Thank you.